Anytime is a good time to talk Tide. And so let's say right now we got Stephen M. Smith on the line. Touchdown Alabama is the place to be. Also right here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. In My Own Words is the show, 6:30 Central Time. Stephen, how you doing today?
Doing great, Mark. Doing fantastic. We're about a couple of weeks away from Media Days, which will be in Nashville this year. And, of course, Commissioner Greg Sankey, he's trying to really spread this thing far and wide. So everybody will be convening onto Nashville in the next couple of weeks.
I will be looking forward to your questions and seeing you on the big screen here in a few weeks. I always look forward to that. Excellent. Stephen, before we start to break down some of the positions as we head toward fall camp, wanted to hit you up on some recent commits. And of course, as we look at the recruiting rankings for people that are mesmerized there at the top, they will see Georgia, they'll see Ohio State. And then if you take it an extra layer, you see the average player rating, and Georgia and Ohio State, in terms of those teams right up at the top, are way ahead of everyone else. But lurking as usual, the Alabama Crimson Tide down there continue to move up and move up and move up. And the quality of the commits is obviously right there with Georgia and Ohio State. The most recent coming in would be Jamir Grimsley, the cornerback from Tampa, Florida.
Alabama continuing to recruit the state of Florida extremely well. When you look at wide receivers and defensive backs, and Grimsley, no exception there. Four-star young man, more than likely will get that five-star depending on how he performs this upcoming season. Very rangy guy, athletic corner. He's on that ESPN 300. He is actually training with the former Alabama defensive back, Javier Arenas, who ironically is also from Tampa, Florida. So Javier Arenas, who was 2009 national champion on Nick Saban's first a national championship team in the BCS era. So having Javier Arenas working with one Grimsley, a very, very good deal there. Just getting him cleaned up in the footwork, the back pedaling, the flipping of the hips, dissecting the ball, breaking on plays. All of these young athletes, they want to make sure they go into their junior or senior seasons prepared, set, ready to go. And if they're trying to earn that fifth star or just add more production to what they already have, and that's what Grimsley is doing, working with one Javier Arenas this summer.
Stephen, different position, same state. Clearwater, Florida's Joseph Ionata at 6'4.5", 294, and he committed just about a month ago.
Committed to the offensive line. He was actually on campus a few weeks back. I got a chance to be with Coach Saban, offensive line coach Eric Wolford, among other guys. He was being shown around the athletic side of things, the academic side of things. He's just so excited to get on the campus and get his career started. He looks to enroll early in January of next year. He's trying to compare his game to one Landon Dickerson. And we all know how great Dickerson was during his time with the Crimson Tide, especially his senior season in 2020, playing at that center position. But if you watch Ionata play, you see the power, you see the explosiveness, the ability to take defensive linemen, drive them all the way across the field, wants to be a mean, nasty, physical, imposing his will up front. And we know Coach Saban loves those types of guys. So Ionata working on those things this summer. He's been named the team captain down there at Clearwater. So it'll be fun to watch him his senior year.
In My Own Words, that's Stephen's show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on YouTube. 6:30 Central, folks. Get there. Monday, Wednesday, Friday right here on YouTube with Stephen in My Own Words. As we look forward to the rest of July, going into August, what are the names that we should be looking for in regards to Alabama possibly getting another wave of commits?
The names we could possibly be looking for here as we go into July and August. There's several of them. I know that there's a receiver, Cameron Coleman, that has recently committed there to Texas A&M. Alabama desperately trying to flip him and get him. Alabama has had some issues recruiting Central Phoenix City High School in Phoenix City, Alabama for a while now, going back to even when Justin Ross was there. Alabama wanted to get Justin Ross in the 2018 class. Unfortunately, he chose to go to the Clemson Tigers. So trying to get Cameron Coleman, he's one of the big names there. Anthony Rogers, another name that's very high on the Crimson Tide's radar. He loves the Tide. Alabama high on him. There's several guys out there that they're trying to hold on to as well. Sterling Dixon is one of those guys who are trying to hold to in terms of his commitment. Other schools, including Auburn, coached by Hugh Freeze, trying to flip Sterling Dixon. Perry Thomas, very good wide receiver from the Louisiana area. Brian Kelly, trying to flip him back to LSU. Coach Saban trying to keep firm grips on that young man at 6'2", 6'3", very athletic wide receiver. So we're in the midst here, Mark, of trying to get guys to commit, but we're also in the midst of flip season in Alabama, hoping that it can flip some guys, but not having guys flip away from its program.